welcome to 24 p.m. News. I am Ruth Ugo. The Nigerian Senate is fine-tuning the process of legalizing the Federal Capital Territory College of Nursing and Midwifery, Abuja, speaking at a public hearing on a bill seeking to give legal backing to the establishment of the FCT College of Nursing and Midwifery. President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawal, noted that the institution, if given a legal backing, would further enhance manpower development in the health sector and improve healthcare delivery service. President of the Senate, Senator Ahmed Lawal, represented at the public hearing by the Minority Whip of the Senate, Phillips Aduda, gave an insight to the proposed bill.
The bill for an act to provide for the establishment of the Federal Capital Territory College of Nursing and Midwifery and other related matters 2021. These bills are crucial for the development of the Federal Capital Territory.
Chairman of the committee, Senator Abubakar Kairi, in his remarks stated that the eventual establishment of the institution will remedy the shortage of quality students in the country.
The bill, which comprises 43 sections, is divided into 8 parts. The object of the college is to provide courses of study, training and research in nursing, midwifery, and other specialties of nursing, leading to the award of professional certificates, diplomas, and other post-basic certificates, and as such, other courses as may be approved by the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria and National Board of Technical Education.
In his address, the FCT minister, who was represented by the permanent secretary, Usade Adesolao, commended the Senate for giving adequate legislative attention to the bill.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration wants to express its total and unalloyed support for the idea of the proposed bill. And we want to, in this instance, particularly express our gratitude to the sponsor and co-sponsors of the bill, Senator Mohammed Sani Musa, and our own Senator Philip Tenimu Aduda for this great job.
A bill seeking to give legal backing to the Abuja Geographical Information System Establishment Bill 2021 also came on the public hearing today at the Senate.
The function of ages in this perspective is basically to digitize and warehouse this information so that use of it can be made by any of the departments that will require the service and our clients. Accordingly, a passage of this bill in its current form will conflict with the roles of existing statutory departments.
Several other stakeholders in the Federal Capital Territory made presentation on the proposed bill, which the chairman of the committee, Senator Abubakar Kairi, said would be fully reflected in reports to be submitted to the Senate in plenary. The Senate is considering the bill for the establishment of the Federal University of Medical and Environmental Science in Ekiti. The bill, which was read for the first time at the Red Chamber on February 2021, seeks to establish the Federal University of Medical and Environmental Science in Ekiti and make comprehensive provision for due management and administration.
During the public hearing at the National Assembly on Health, chaired by Senator Ibrahim Oloriegbe, Kwara-North, sponsor of the bill, Ekiti Central Senator Opeyemi Bamidele, noted that the outbreak of the pandemic has exposed the poor state of medical facilities in the country due to lack of adequate manpower. He said the institute seeks to train medical practitioners and employ those in the medical profession as enhanced medical advancements.
To identify medical needs of Nigeria, find solutions to them within the context of overall national development, and to provide and promote sound basic scientific training as a foundation for the development of health and allied disciplines. Distinguished colleagues, our health has very special potentials, and this bill is well organized for its very own purpose of a modern academic and research institution.
Other stakeholders present at the public hearing appealed to the speedy passage of the bill so as to hasten the process of its establishment, assuring that the state government is also willing to support the realization of the bill.
You should please give this passage the speed that it requires, because my people are already waiting for the establishment of this bill. They are eagerly waiting, they are watching us, and they are ready to partner with the government to allow the government to establish this university. Iyekiti has secured 1,000 hectares of land with room for expansion for the proposed university. And of course, the topography is good and it's very neat. And of course, this one also will provide the needed facility for the university. In conclusion, I'd like to stress the enthusiasm with which all residents of Inyane and neighboring towns received the news of the location and of the proposed university in Iyekiti. This indicates that the choice is popular and highly commendable. The infrastructure facilities already mentioned are ready to support the institution.
The bill, if passed, will identify medical needs of Nigerians and further advance knowledge and research in the health sector.
Osun State Governor Adegboyega Oyetola has inaugurated the newly reconstructed 8.1-kilometer Moroya-Koyo Ipe-Tumodu Asipa Road in Ife-North local government area of the state after 45 years of reconstruction. The governor noted that the project was in furtherance of his administration's goal to deliver quality and equitable service to the people in fulfillment of his electoral promise to raise the bar of infrastructure, socioeconomic activities, and economic stimulation in the state. Our correspondent Ahmed Salami compiles the story.
Governor Oyetola pointed out that his administration has carried out about 100 road intervention efforts aimed at spreading amenities to every village and town in the long run to ensure job creation, crime elimination, and control rural-urban migration. Speaking during the inauguration ceremony at Ipe-Tumodu, Governor Oyetola noted that the reconstruction of the road after decades of a deplorable state has further justified government's commitment to giving adequate attention to intra- and intercity roads so as to facilitate movements of goods and people as well as promote investment.
Today, the people of Moro, Yakoyo, Ipe-Tumodu, and Ashipa joined the above towns and other scores of other counterparts that have benefited from our resolve to make our people enjoy the good life and socioeconomic dividends. The road will offer your farmers and traders the opportunity to transport their produce and goods to the market. For your communities and other towns in the state to engage in community development efforts, to provide projects for the people, as government alone cannot provide all the facilities every time requires.
In their remarks, former Chief of Defence Staff Lieutenant General Alani Akinriyade and a state legislator representing Ife-North State Constituency Honorable Babatunde Olatunji commended the governor prudent management of resources and the people's mandate through prompt intervention on the road, which according to them had become a death trap.
He finds ways and means of managing the little he has got. After Akode, we have never had that kind of approach to governance.
This road was last constructed about 45 years ago, and I'm proud to the construction has actually become like a death trap. But we are happy that you can see the benefits of our people, that governance in real sense is there.
In his remarks, the Commissioner for Works and Transport, Honorable Remi Omowaye, lauded the administration for taking the welfare of the people as priority and reflected in the massive infrastructure development being witnessed, just as the contractor promised the new road will stand the test of time.
We looked at the needs assessment, citizens' needs assessment, and based on that, we discovered that it was important we fix this road to serve the entire local government, and that was why we picked the 8.1 kilometers road for reconstruction. And I can say we have a lot of road projects that are ready for commissioning now.
If you take cognizance of what is happening at the flyover in Olaya, you will see that we are far above the scheduled time. It's a great thing. We are glad to be part of the success story in Osun.
The occasion was attended by traditional rulers, community leaders, sons and daughters of the affected communities, among others.
The President, Muhammadu Buhari, has expressed his determination to give the Niger Delta region a facelift, especially in the area of infrastructural development. The Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Godswill Akpabio, made this known while playing host to charge the affairs of the Embassy of Ireland to Nigeria, Mr. Connor Finn, and his team who paid him a courtesy visit in his office in Abuja.
The minister noted that the Niger Delta people have had to resort to militancy since the discovery of oil in Bayelsa State in 1956 due to the attitude and method of operations adopted by the international oil companies He said the IOCs displayed insensitivity and lack of corporate social responsibility, which led to the people being sidelined.
Was arrogance in the method of operations. There was deafness, there was insensitivity, corporate social responsibility was sidelined. Many times I had the opportunity to go to Ife-North in Akwa Ibom, said, and naked whenever there was oil spill. You'll be surprised that the operators there will always deny that this is not oil spill, this is oil leak.
Speaking at the occasion, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Babayo Adu, the administration of late President Yar'Adua founded the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs in 2008, basically as an interventionist ministry to enhance the development strides in the Niger Delta region, emphasizing that the current minister is working assiduously to achieve the aims and objectives of the ministry.
We'd also like to reiterate that we would like to follow this up with concrete action, and we'd like to make ourselves available in any way possible to support the aims of the ministry in the Niger Delta region. Thank you. So once again, I'd just like to thank you for such a warm welcome today. It's really heartening to see such great progress, hopefully over the next month or two in relation to the NDDC. And I think this will it'll really be a renewal, an opportunity to make a big step forward in development in the region, and it's fantastic to see that. So I'd like to thank you all for your work.
The problems are massive, but as the Irish government, who have been sponsoring us for these years, they have been doing their bit for us. We say, okay, let's now see if we can support the Ministry of the Niger Delta to do more to help the youths with livelihoods, particularly with livelihoods. When they're doing something, they're not thinking of burning pipes.
Responding to Charge D Affairs of the Embassy of Ireland to Nigeria, Mr. Cornel Finn, in his remarks, commended the minister and his team for the ongoing effort at repositioning the Niger Delta and curbing extremism within the region, assuring of their partnership with the ministry to help develop the region.
The federal government said it will invest $1 billion on the construction of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Second Niger Bridge, and Abuja-Kaduna-Zaria-Kano Express Road. This is disclosed at the official opening of the 51st Annual Conference of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, adding that over 15 trillion naira will be required to build the country's infrastructural deficit. In a keynote address at the conference, the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, who was represented by the Ministry of State for Works and Housing, Abubakar Alihu, spoke on how the federal government has been intervening in some selected sectors. The World Bank says Nigeria can generate 600 billion naira annually by increasing the excess duty on tobacco and alcohol, as recommended in the National Development Update Report. A senior tax specialist of the bank, Rajul Awasiti, says this on Tuesday at a virtual discussion on revenue mobilization. According to him, Nigeria has one of the lowest excess duty in tobacco and alcohol in Africa, and the duty rate on cigarettes is lower than the standard set of the Economic Community of West African States. And now, moving on to sport, members of the Super Eagles who won the 1994 African Cup of Nations in Tunisia have shared their excitement after President Muhammadu Buhari gave them 3-bedroom apartments 27 years after their triumph. The president, through the Senior Special Assistant of Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, disclosed this news in a statement on Thursday, titled President Muhammadu Buhari allocates houses to 1994 Super Eagles squad winners of the African Cup of Nations. The statement in part read, President Muhammadu Buhari has approved allocation of 3-bedroom houses to the Super Eagles squad that won the African Cup of Nations in Tunisia in 1994, making a real promise. And that is a wrap of the news today. Kindly subscribe to all our social media handles for up-to-date news and information. My name is Ruth Ugu, and this is 24 News TV. Thank you for watching.